Welcome back inside TD Garden, everybody. My name is Mike Petraglia, joined again by Josue Pavon. This is the Garden Report powered by CLNS Media and Greats.com. You can go to Greats.com for great-looking shoes, both casual and formal. I have a pair myself, Josue. I swear by them. Go to Greats.com and use my offer code TRAGS, T-R-A-G-S, for a 15% discount on all items online. That's Greats.com. The super young players for the Celtics, they were great tonight. Birthday boy Jaylen Brown turned 21, and he celebrated by scoring 23 points. Jayson Tatum added 22. The Celtics really routed the New York Knicks 110-89. Josue, it was about the youth movement here on Tuesday evening.
Absolutely. You know, you had the birthday boy setting the tone. I mean, he was just bringing that energy that he needs to bring for this starting five, this starting unit, because now he's a focal point of this offense, and he certainly proved that tonight. I love the fact that Kyrie Irving is giving his players that space. I think people are a little hard on Kyrie Irving. They want to see him go out there and drop 35, 40 points. But when you're in the scenario the way he is in right now, and plus, well, even before they lost Gordon Hayward, we all knew that we needed to see Kyrie show the passing side of Kyrie. We wanted to see him get the best out of his players. And I think he's starting to do that, especially a game like tonight against the New York Knicks. And to get back to what I was going to say about Jaylen Brown, I mean, the energy, the efficiency on the offense. I mean, I feel like Jaylen Brown at moments looked like the best player on the floor, which says a lot about the young guy who collected a handful of DNPs last season. Now here he is shining on such a big stage, on such a team with high expectations that he has for, of course, the city. Brad Stevens, of course, talked about it after the game, how they expect a lot out of him, and right now he's certainly delivering that.
Okay, here's what I want to talk about with regard to Jaylen Brown here on Tuesday night. The first couple of three-pointers he took on Tuesday, he looked smooth, he looked confident, and he knocked them down. Those two three-pointers really helped him get into an offensive groove. Jayson Tatum, on the other hand, used his athleticism really to turn this game on its head. Of course, there were two moments really stick out to me, Josue, and I think you know the two I'm talking about. Aron Baynes missed a bank shot, and Jayson Tatum flew to the roof and threw it down with one hand, with all of the flat-footed Knicks looking on with their jaws agape, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing from a 19-year-old out of Duke. And then the other Jayson Tatum moment, he blocked a shot on one end and raced all the way down, took an alley-oop. This was early in the second quarter, from Terry Rozier, a perfect alley-oop pass, and that electrified the crowd. Really, I thought the crowd got its money's worth in terms of watching two high-energy players at their best here on Tuesday.
That's the exact play I was thinking of, Chags. I mean, and full disclosure, we did not discuss this before we got on camera. I mean, that play alone just showed so much out of the kid, the effort, the athleticism, and, of course, the want to make those plays. One on the defensive end to rush back and catch an alley-oop on the opposite end. I mean, you can't teach that, Trax. That's something that you have to have, and Jayson Tatum has it. There's a huge reason why this team was so big on him, why they passed up on Markelle Fultz. I know it's only been a week, but that decision looks better and better as the season goes on this year.
Well, especially now with the news that Markelle Fultz is getting his shoulder looked at. He had it drained on Tuesday, and they are going to wait and see. It looks like Markelle Fultz will only have to have physical therapy on that shoulder, but still, your point is a very valid one. It looks like the Celtics certainly made the right decision. I had a chance to ask Brad Stevens after this game, what is the fine line between playing with energy and playing discipline? Because sometimes young players have difficulty understanding that fine line, and what Brad Stevens said was he kept it simple. He said they play hard, really hard, and that's a great place to start.
Yeah, you know, I feel like since the season started, the questions towards Brad, he's just been loving your questions. And, of course, you hit him with another one today.
Part of my job.
And yeah, that's right. And I think that the biggest test for that statement is going to be Thursday night. This is a good Milwaukee Bucks team. Right. We saw what they did here last week. Right. We saw who they have on their side. People want to call him the next LeBron James. I mean, it's fitting. I mean, he's able to do things that LeBron James was able to do at such a young age. Right. Huge test for these guys. On the defensive end, of course, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum. I mean, they're going to have to learn how to stop guys like Giannis, guys like Kevin Durant, guys like, you know, those top-tier players that they're going to face. And this is going to be a great test for them. You know, it's the second time around. They're going to be on the road. They're coming off of back-to-back wins. Great test for them to go out and show that they can stop one of the top-tier offensive players in the NBA.
Well, and you also have to understand what Brad was telling us after the game as well. Everybody like us right now are going to be heaping praise on those two young players. But my message to them is, let the media heap the praise on you. We're going to need you to play like this without Gordon Hayward for the rest of the season, essentially. And with Marcus Smart still injured, he probably the news before the game is he hopes to rejoin the team in Milwaukee on Thursday. Marcus Morris will rejoin the team back here in Boston for the game against San Antonio on Monday night. But he needs those players to play big.
Yeah, when people asked him, or I don't know if it was you, another reporter asked him, how big is it to see these guys so young and perform so well? And Brad Stevens said, you know what, they're not young guys. Right now, they're just guys, and we need them to do something that we know they can do. They're not asking these guys to come out here and do something that they know they're not capable of doing. They've proven it. They proved it tonight, and they can continue to do that. And also, let it be said as well, like I said about Kyrie Irving, do not expect Kyrie Irving to be this shy throughout the regular season. Look, it's the New York Knicks, all right, Trags? I mean, between you and me, between everyone, I mean,
just us.
Yeah, just us and the thousands that are watching. I mean, the Knicks are easily one of the worst defensive teams, and they've really proved that tonight. I mean, whether we're talking Phoenix Suns, Chicago Bulls, they're grouped together with those teams in terms of, limiting points out of their opposing teams. I mean, they're just not a good defensive team. However, this is something that these young guys can build on. Bring home that confidence, bring it on the road, bring it to Milwaukee, and let's see what happens when they're on the road, under pressure, and see if they deliver, and look for Kyrie Irving to have a big game against Milwaukee. I truly believe that's going to happen.
All right, this game was close 13-12, but the Celtics pulled away and really made it a laugher, leading 30-17 after one quarter, 54-33 at the half. And really, the Knicks were never in this game. Again, your leading scorers in this game, 23 for Jaylen Brown, 22 for Jayson Tatum, and 20 points and 7 assists for Kyrie Irving. And, oh, by the way, double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds for Al Horford. The Celtics get their first home win of the year, 110-89 over the New York Knicks. Next up, the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee on Thursday night. This has been the Garden Report, powered by CLNS Media and Greats.com. Go to Greats.com and use my offer code TRAGS for a 15% discount on all great-looking shoes online. That's Greats.com. Inside TD Garden, he is Josue Pavon. I'm Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.